Okay, today I'm praying for a university called Wittenberg. It's famous because of Martin Luther. It's also famous for the Reformation, Protestant Reformation. This fishing pier behind me is representative of the word of the Lord to Peter. And to the disciples, I will make you fishers of men. Martin Luther took that seriously. And he, at the age of 24, became a monk, an Augustinian monk, and he became a priest at that time, and then a professor at the University in Wittenberg. That's about 90 kilometers southwest of Berlin, Germany. And Martin Luther is famous for refusing to recant his ideas, these 95 theses that he nailed to the Wittenberg door, which was a university bulletin board. 95 complaints against the Roman Catholic Church institution, the establishment, not the church. The Church of Jesus Christ is different from an institution. The Church of Jesus Christ is wherever two or more are gathered in His name, not in the name of some founder or some denomination, but in His name. And the Protestant Church has since gone on to splinter many times. I think last I saw, is about 13,000, and maybe more than that, 13,000 different denominations around the world, because we're all kind of battling over what is true and over our own kind of ideas about what is truth. And that's created friction and tension in the body of Christ, and that was never God's dream, not Jesus' word. When He said, I will build my church, He didn't say you will build your church. Now, I've drawn something here on the sand to depict, let me see if I can do this. I guess I'll have to turn this around. I've drawn something here on the sand that represents the church, right? You've got Jesus in the middle, and you've got a bunch of parishioners on the inside. They're all believers, apparently, and they're also those who belong to the church. Why? Because they've come inside a boundary. That boundary is defined by the institutional church. Now, the way Jesus defines the church is more open. And His church is wherever two or more agree is touching, wherever two or more are gathered in my name. There I am in the midst of them. Those different gatherings could be among tradesmen or business people or artists, teachers. They could be in schools. They could be in law firms. They could be in businesses. So we're seeing a different expression of church where the people gather in His name in different arenas of society where they can bring about transformation to the society. This society is bounded. This is centered. The difference is quite stark. The bounded set is defined by the boundary. The centered set is defined by the center. And this is the kind of gathering that Jesus intended, to gather around Him. When we create boundaries, it could be some doctrine or some practice or some membership class or some participation in church, baptism, what have you. We're not necessarily gathering around the person of Jesus. We're gathering around practices, and they are culture. Jesus is saying, go saturate all nations, baptize all nations with my presence, in my name. Habakkuk 2:14 says, the whole earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, like the waters cover the sea. When I look at the seas, I see the water covering it pretty well. It seems to me we have a little bit of work to do. And some are saying that the end is coming soon. I would say the Reformation has just begun. So today we're praying for Wittenberg and for the Reformation. And just like Martin Luther, I stand here and say, I can do no other I believe God is calling us to engage universities to finish the task of making disciples of nations. Hashtag pray the nations. Hashtag pray the campus.